Welcome back to the farm. Today, that's right, the great reveal. We've talked about silage tarps in several videos in the past and how they are not necessarily the best option for us for creating weed barriers and helping with the weed pressure. They do help. But the biggest reason why we use silage tarps here, and as you can see behind me, we have one. This is where the potatoes are going to go here in the next day or so, is when we get our massive rains. We'll get 2, 3, 5 inches of rain in an hour or two. We have just a huge amount of water. And so in the springtime, it's hard to get in and do the work you need to do when you are dealing with muck, mud, and mire. Anyway, what's going to happen today is this silage tarp has been on this particular piece of ground for months. And we're going to pull it back so everyone can see what it looks like when you pull a silage tarp back. Now, I'm sure everyone understands that weeds are going to continue to grow underneath, especially since things around here the last month or so have been in the 70s and almost 80. Now we're, believe it or not, in the first week of March, and wow, it's been just super warm. But we're expected to get significant rain in about a day and a half. So what I'd like to do is pull the silage tarp off, take a good look, work the ground, whatever's necessary. Birds everywhere. And then get our potatoes in. So this is kind of part one. We're going to pull the silage tarp back and take a look and see what we need to do next. The organic matter was already added in the fall. The rows were built in the fall. So not really sure what we're going to have to do here. I suspect there'll be some weeds that have come up and some things we'll have to knock down. Does that mean we need to flame weed? Does that mean we need to run the wheel hoe? Does that mean we need to run the row builder to rebuild? I don't know, but we're going to find out. I don't know if you can see behind me here, but I have an audience. Those are our 3 bulls just up here trying to check out what's going on. They're everywhere. As you can see, we have sandbags that hold our silage tarps down, and obviously that keeps the wind from flopping them all over the place. But they are not perfect either. If you get a good wind, these things will come off as well. So let's take a few of these off and peel this back, see what we got. Before I pull this back, we have fire ants that potentially are under here. We have all kinds of little rodents and fun. But the biggest problem I've had over the years, copperheads. And so if you see me jump back, just understand it is not for comedic value. It's because, well, I'm trying not to get bit. So now we'll see. Let's pull this thing back, see what we got. We're going to go about maybe halfway, I hope. These are heavy. And we'll see what we got. Yeah, it's a lot of work, especially for an old fellow like me. Now, I don't know what you can see or what you can't see. Some of our organic matter did not completely resolve, and that's not a surprise because some of the stuff I put in there was too big. But you can see mice where they have been, ants where they have been, and fortunately, today it's about 50-some degrees. No snakes. Yay! So, let's take a close look and see where we need to go with this. 84 gazillion ants, hopefully not fire ants. I don't believe they are, but it's hard to say. I'm not going to stick my foot back in there and find out, that's for sure. Here's some organic matter that didn't completely get, rot down. If you look at all these holes, and they're all throughout these things, this is from rodents of one sort or another. So, obviously, they've had a nice place to live all winter. When I step on this dirt is really not too bad. I think this is better than I actually figured it would be. Must have been some leakage here in the tarp because this is a little damp. Now for potatoes, it's not a big deal, but still, not too bad considering it's been under a tarp for 3-4 months. I don't know if you can see this or not. I've not disturbed this too much, but this is the mother of all anthills. This is probably 3 or 4 foot across. And when I go to fix this, wow, we're gonna have some pretty angry ants. I don't know if you can see behind me or not, but the bulls are leaving. The entertainment is over. What do we do now? We're gonna wait for it to dry up. We're gonna clean the organic material up the best we can, the stuff that did not degrade over the time it was tarp. Now this tarp was on about 3-4 months, I guess. If you lived in a colder climate where you had a significant winter or a significant amount of winter months, I think you'd probably have better luck. Again, our silage tarps are not really there to create the stale seedbed. They are there to keep the gully washers from getting the soil washed away, so I can prepare that soil in the fall. So in the spring, when I get to put in whatever I need to do, basically I pull the tarp off, let it dry out, and do what I can do. Now here, this is going to take a little more work, but not that much. If you have any questions, let me know. If you like this video, please subscribe, like, and hit the notification bell. Until next time, that's right, I'll see you down at the barn.